Hello, Brave Awakened Ones. This is Veronica of Higher Realm Holistics, Lady V. Thank you, supporters, subscribers, and Patreons. Please share these videos with those who you think it might resonate with. If you're interested in any of my services, books, merch, t-shirts, webinars, sessions, and higher realm magic information and meditations, please visit higherrealmholistics.com. Hello, Brave Awakened Ones. QV here. What's up? We have the victory. Something I need to share with you guys. I kept getting signs to tell me to make sure I listen to the Queen of England's speech. She gave a speech, which is a impromptu speech that was announced. And I kept being told to keep an eye on it because she's going to send a message. And I was just taking care of business on the computer right now, right? It's morning time. And again, I was told, you didn't watch the speech that just aired, right? So I went to watch the speech, and needless to say, I'm still shaking, okay? I'm literally still shaking. My teeth are chattering. My entire body's reacting to what she said. And I'm going to show you why. And please, guys on Twitter, my Twitter handle is Saving Gen Z. Please share this. Because, I don't know. You tell me what you think after seeing this. I'm going to play this portion, then we're going to get into this, okay? Here we are in the royal family Twitter. And I'm going to play with the, is she the mum or the one that died is the mum? Whatever. Get ready for this.
Many people of all faiths and of none are discovering that it presents an opportunity to slow down, pause and reflect in prayer or meditation. It reminds me of the very first broadcast I made in 1940, helped by my sister.
Keep that date in mind. It's very, very telling.
We as children spoke from here at Windsor to children who had been evacuated from their homes and sent away for their own safety.
Children evacuated from their homes and sent away for their own safety. Remember that.
Today, once again, many will feel a painful sense of separation from their loved ones. But now,
today, once again, many will feel the pain of separation from their loved ones. She's not talking about social distancing, y'all. She's talking about what she just said a second ago.
now as then, we know deep down that it is the right thing to do.
Separating the kids from their families. I'm going to show you.
While we have faced challenges before, this one is different. This time we join with all nations across the globe in a common endeavor, using the great advances of science and our instinctive compassion to heal.
Now, not for nothing, how do you jump from what she was saying before of, pray at home and blah, blah, and time to slow down and get quiet with your thoughts, to this reminds me of 1940, which, by the way, was the beginning of World War II, where we took children from their families. And by the way, a lot of those kids went missing forever. And once again, they might have to do it.
We will succeed.
No, you won't.
And that success will belong to every one of us. We should take comfort that while we may have more still to endure, better days will return.
Not for you.
We will be with our friends again.
No, you won't.
We will be with our families
No,
again.
you won't.
We will meet again.
Over my dead body. Sorry. I can't even. I'm shaking uncontrollably. Okay, so let's go to this quick little thing. What happened? World War II, 1940, right? Let's go over here. Let's do some background. Okay, with the reaming of U.S. forces, the Great Depression was finally beginning to ease. The Americans were earning more and buying more. What does that sound like? What we had been going through. More. So being able to buy goods and further fueling for the economy. But outside of America, things were not good as Germany invaded France, which meant between Germany and Italy, most of Western Europe was controlled by them except for England. What I'm taking is that the alliance has taken over, the white hats have taken over most of Europe except for England. Okay, that's what I'm taking from that. Now let's go down to the UK and what else they did besides evacuating children. We're going to get further into that. What else did they do? At the beginning of World War II, which was 1940, Great Britain begins to ration food. So this goes into the food rationing. So keep an eye out for that. I feel that's their plan. They're going to start saying, oh, for the safety of the children, give up your children for their safety so they won't get sick. And we're going to start rationing food. Okay, I don't know. Maybe it's just me because I don't trust this damn lizard queen at all. I trust nothing that comes out of her. All right, especially with the prime minister who's supposed to be in the hospital right now because he said he was diagnosed with COVID, or is he being held in safety? I don't know. Let's see what happens because Trump would not go into it. He did not talk about it really. Okay, the evacuation scheme of 1939 to 1940. Here we go. Look at all these kids. Parents willingly walking their kids to slaughter. Leave this to us, Sonny. You ought to be out of London. This was the propaganda being sent around. This is an advertising. Literally, this was the advertising being sent around. Look at all these children being evacuees. Okay? The evacuation of civilians in Britain during the Second World War was designed to protect people, especially children, from the risk associated with aerial bombing of cities by moving them to areas thought to be less at risk. Operation Pied Piper. We're going to get into that. Operation Pied Piper, which began on the 1st September 1939, officially relocated more than 3.5 million people, the majority being children. There were further waves of official evacuations and re-evacuations from the South and East Coast in June 1940. June 1940. Okay? See, the seaborne invasion was expected, and from affected cities of the Blitz began and from affected cities after the Blitz began in September 1940. There were official evacuations from the UK and other parts of the British Empire. The government evacuation scheme was developed during September. I'm still shaking. The government evacuation scheme was developed during summer 1938 by the Anderson Committee and implemented by the Ministry of Health. Okay. Now, this is actually a real picture from then. Does it look familiar? Does it look familiar? Children appear from bomb shelter. Why are the kids away from their parents? Down in a bomb shelter. Anyone else find this disturbing but me? And this is a train porter escorting the children. And again, a lot of these kids never made it back home. And it was called a scheme. Listen again to what she said, okay?
In 1940, helped by my sister. It reminds me of the very first broadcast I made in 1940, helped by my sister. We as children spoke from here at Windsor to children who had been evacuated from their homes and sent away for their own safety. Today, once again, many will feel a painful sense of separation from their loved ones. But now as then, we know deep down that it is the right thing to do. While we have faced challenges before, this one is different. This time we join with all nations across the globe in a common endeavor.
Is she calling for all the other deep state cabals, governments to start doing this? Not for nothing, they've already started to do things like this. I meant to look this up. Child welfare system could weaken further, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Because I know I read an EMS. EMS worker, she's currently fighting to get her kid back. She's fighting to get her kid back. They're taking him away from at-risk people. They're CPS, Child Protective Services. We all know it's the complete opposite of what they really are. That's what they do. All their freaking stinking organizations, the not-for-profits, all of these institutions, it's the complete opposite. All right? So this is going on in different states. You guys could look it up and read it yourself. All right, that they're actually taking children away. CPS is taking children away from their parents because they're saying they're high risk, so therefore they're taking them away. And we all know what happens in the foster system. These kids get disappeared and they get trafficked. All right. And again, I canceled kids who went through that, and even ritual abuse, who were trafficked, prostituted out. Okay, I canceled these kids. So I have firsthand experience as to what really goes on when it comes to child protective services. Okay. So I wanted to drop that there. Okay. And there's something else that was pretty cool that I saw. Let me share this with you guys. I'm literally having problems catching my breath from what I just saw. That Trump posted, what is this? Oh, that's Junior. Here we go. POTUS himself. Okay, 44 minutes ago, he posted this morning, light at the end of the tunnel. At 7:55 this morning. I just found that very interesting because it also goes with and I shared it on my community page. There was a Q post that had the numbers 1010. You guys it's in my community page. You guys could go look at it. All right. Light at the end of the tunnel. So yeah, I wanted to share that. And here he is, wishing Prime Minister, how very interesting, Boris Johnson a speedy recovery, that he's posting this right now. How very interesting. All right, I just wanted to share that. Link in the description below. What do you guys think? Makes me very uncomfortable, to say the very least. I'm extremely uncomfortable. And the fact that I was constantly being reminded to watch that speech, that there's a message in there that, yeah, makes me even more uncomfortable. All right, so, yeah. I don't have anything else to say. QB out. Like Trump says, like POTUS says, light at the end of the tunnel. Let's pray. Let's pray that this is finally, things are coming to light today. All right, bye.